Okay, so I had started this and the video cut out, so let's start this again. Hi guys, I am back again as promised today, unboxing Assassin's Creed Monopoly, which I have already unboxed. I spent 10 minutes unboxing this and it's gone to shit. So here's an Assassin's Creed open box already. He's wearing a hood. That's cool. Monopoly. Whee! In the box you get rules. It tells you how to use the new speed die. If you want to learn how to use it before you play it, pause the video here and have a look. I'm not doing it all over again. Abstergo credits. That is the new currency. It's not monopolies, it's not, I don't know, Creed points, it's Abstergo credits. Moving on. I'm literally just zooming through this because I've already done it all once. I can't. Oh, it's so annoying to do a video twice. As I said in the last video, by the one I mean the one that got deleted. Leap of Faith. I really love the fact that chance cards are now called Leaps of Faith, because what more of a chance can you get than jumping off a really tall building into the tiniest haystack? And then, of course, trusty old treasure chest. So that's them. The properties are as follows. Bear with me while I look through them, so I've just got to quickly. So, in the browns, we have North Kingdom, South Kingdom, Constantinople, Masyaf. We have Acre. They're all the light blues. Moving on to the pinks, we have Firenze, Venezia, you know, whichever one it is, Toscana. Moving on to oranges, we have Rome, the Vatican, Monteriggioni, I don't know, that one. Moving into the reds, we have New York, Boston, and Davenport. We then have obviously La Havana, Nassau, Kingston. Then we have Versailles, Notre Dame, Arno's Villa, Abstergo Entertainment, and Abstergo Industries. These are now called devices instead of like companies, and you have the Animus and the Helix. And then instead of train stations, we have the Thieves HQ, the Mercenaries HQ, the Courtesans HQ, and the Assassins HQ. That's all for the cards. I will once again awkwardly hold this board up for everyone to see. We're going to start at go and travel. So here we go. Give you guys the chance to see everything. Oh, this is really awkward to hold. Yep. So the whole board as a whole looks pretty cool. as it would. He's wearing a hood again. I like the way they've done that. Bored. So, houses. You get some resealable pouches with some houses. And they're small, they're grey, and they have a window which you can actually see through. Yeah. And then for hotels, you have another resealable bag. And I like this because they're this time completely different. They're not just bigger, like the squares in the original Monopoly. They're just a bit bigger and a different colour. These things are a whole new shape. They're like little castles. And they're pretty cool. So there's no mistaking these now. And they're quite a bit bigger too. I do apologise for running through this so quickly. I mean, it's just because I filmed this video already. It took longer because I'm literally just skimming through this time. Because slightly annoyed I wasted all that time filming and it just cuts out on me. So I've covered this and I've covered this. That leaves the dice. The speed die is red. That's the big difference. You have an extra dice and it's red. It's like Risk. Two different coloured dice. So the two whites, they are normal D6s. For those of you who don't know what a D6 is, it's a six-sided die. This, however, has 1, 2, 3, but then has Mr. Monopoly, a bus, and Mr. Monopoly. So, yeah, that's what the speed die has. And the rules are on the other paper, which you can read yourself if you wanted. You also get this bag, which I presume is for carrying all the cards, or the money, or the pieces. I don't know. But you get a little drawstring pouch. And the pieces. Here we go. This is where it starts getting real interesting. The pieces themselves. Oh, they actually say who they are on the bottom. I was wondering what it was. They actually say copyright 2015 Ubisoft character name. So we have, they're quite nicely weighted. So here, with his combat axe, those of you that follow the games, and his crossbow, or not crossbow, shortbow, you will know that this is none other than Connor, because, you know, combat axe Connor. There is a bit of detail on here. I mean, there's no face, not that I can see. But who needs a face? Then let's see who's on the bottom of here. That is actually really, really faded. I will get back to that. Oh, here we go. Here's the next guy, and you can see. I don't know if you can see. Can you see? Yes, you can see. That little thing on his wrist are the outjuts of the Phantom Blade, meaning that this guy right here is Arno with his swishy capey, a little swishy floaty. So Arno, we have good old Assassin's Creed 2 Ezio Auditore di Firenze, with his signature shoulder cape on one side, and him stood there like a god with his 2 Phantom Blades. So we have Ezio, so this one, I don't know, I feel this one could have been done better. There's nothing here that screams out who it is. I mean, it's got a long sword, but that's about it. And he's, I think, clasping a gun in his other hand. Can't quite actually make that out what he's doing, but I think it's clasping a gun. But that doesn't really scream to me Edward. It just doesn't. It just doesn't scream Edward for me. But that's Edward, or supposed to be Edward, from Black Flag. Then we have the slender and rather female Evelyn with her little gun. And yeah, she actually has little tiny metal boobs. So there's Evelyn, the only female, which means this name that's rubbed off, this bottom bit isn't very clear at all. But which means this guy with nothing fancy and only one dagger must be Altair. So they are your characters. Just to recap, if I grab them all by their heads, we have Altair with one dagger. We have Evelyn, skinny, one gun. We have Mr. Edward Kenway. We have Ezio Auditore di Firenze. We have, with his phantom blade, Arno Victor Dorian, and Combat Axe Connor.